Smith Banfield back again. Day 6 of my 30-day challenge on Periscope. We're having a little snowy day out there, which I appreciate. It's still a little chilly for me, but we're picking up steam. And today, well, before I go, let's start with I'm Smith Banfield. My company is called Clear Space, and I teach people how to live with less so that they can have more order, beauty, efficiency, and joy in their homes and their lives. And I do it with fun. Want to make it easy for everybody. It's not so serious, pardon the sirens, but it's really, this is something I believe that can be learned. I learned it in my 20s when I realized I wanted to live in a space that was beautiful and that I knew where everything was. And I was tired of rooting through drawers and not being able to find what I wanted to wear. Which brings us to our topic today, which is part 2 of clothing organization. And the topic of today is really about changing out your summer and winter clothes. I got a lot of pushback on this from a lot of people, and I don't really know why. I find that when it comes to organizing anything, you really want to have clear ideas of where things are. That's all we're doing. We're sorting and we're creating homes. So when it comes down to in the middle of winter, when you're looking for something to wear, if you're pulling through shorts and t-shirts and tank tops and dresses and things that aren't usable now, that's just creating more stress in your life. So this is really about simplifying. And this is sort of a 2-part approach in terms of, I talked about yesterday about inventorying your clothes. And this is really important as you go from season to season. And what I do is I have these bins. They're not even in storage anywhere. They are up above my armoires, and they're labeled by sweaters and sweatshirts and whatever is living in those. But they're categorized so I know which ones to pull down. And within them, when I'm doing the change out, I go back to that same inventory idea. So the inventory idea is really knowing what you wore that season and why you didn't wear it. So maybe it wasn't a particularly hot summer. And so you didn't get to wear some of the cute little dresses you normally wear. Or maybe you've decided now that these short shorts are too short for you. And that's something that should be addressed as you're changing out the clothes. Now, I don't think you need to make that decision as you're putting your summer clothes into the box. Just make a note, and I like you to keep this note with those clothes. So as you then unpack your summer clothes when it's springtime and you're bringing the stuff back out, you see your note, I didn't really wear these shorts, I didn't really wear these tops, and so you're just going to monitor it for that season. So that said, when you're looking through this, I don't like people to make hasty decisions because then they say to me, oh, I threw out that thing that I love because you told me to. I don't tell anybody to throw out anything. You're adults, you can decide on your own what's important and what's not important. And I say I don't like anyone to make rash decisions. What I really want to understand is what is important for you to keep and where do we store it so it makes sense. So in looking at that idea of the summer example I gave you, you've gone through a season, you didn't wear that much. Now we go through winter, we're coming back to summer, you now have an awareness. Oh, hey, I didn't wear these shorts. So then maybe you put them on and you're like, yeesh, I can't wear these. So then you're going to donate those, and it's on season. So it's something you could donate. It's something that someone could wear, or maybe they're nice quality and you want to try and sell them at consignment or trade them in at Buffalo Exchange or whatever kind of place you might be into. But that's something that you're not going to remember. Everyone thinks, oh, I'll remember what I wore. You won't. You have too much going on. We all have too much going on. So if you could just create yourself a little note every time you change out your clothes, you're going to be set up better when that season rolls around again. So what I've noticed this winter, I think we just got through the worst of it. And I got a bunch of new scarves that I really like, and I've gotten some new cardigans that I like. And I'm noticing that my favorite sweaters from last year and the year before didn't get much play this year. One is a very long, like duster cashmere sweater that I love, that a dear friend gave to me. And I only didn't wear it because the coat I have is shorter than the duster. So I don't like it hanging out. It just, to me, it doesn't work. But that duster in the spring, because it's a nice pale peachy color, it's probably something I'll get some play with when I'm in between coat season and summer. So that's where, and I also know it's lovely, and if I don't wear it now, I might wear it in a couple years. Now I have this other sweater I have that I loved because it had little thumb holes, which I think that's cool. But it also has these big clanking zippers that, like, anything I do, you're banging all over the place. I love the sweater. It's so warm and so yummy, but practically it's silly to wear, and that's just the observation I've made now this year, realizing that I haven't given it any play. So I hope that gives you some insight. I'm going to wrap things up for today because it is Monday, and I didn't get everything accomplished I wanted to accomplish this weekend. So I'm going to dive into more computer work and kind of getting some new clients set up. So if you have any questions, you want to talk about strategies for clothing swap out or anything I've talked about in the past 6 days, my name is Smith. My email is smith@clearspaceny.com, and just shoot me an email. I'm happy to answer and give you some tips and tricks and get you on your way to having a more organized life. And tomorrow we're talking about shoes. And I know you can relate to this because everybody's got a shoe problem. I've seen it all. Shoes are the issue. So we're going to talk about shoes in a zoning system, which I'm really excited to share with you. So tune in if you can, or watch the replay, and I will see you next time. Take care.